This video production is sponsored in part by JB Transmission. Specializing in foreign and domestic repairs, trust JB for all your performance needs. Check us out at www.jbtransmission.com or visit us at 256 St. Mary's Road in Winnipeg.
Inside on row number 3, it's Severe Landscaping, number 88 of Paul Veert. To his outside, it's the Oakwood Roofing, number 46 of Kevin Gronheid. Inside row 4, the only car that isn't powered by a Chevy in this race, this is the Dodge-powered 15X of Scott Brown, sponsored by our corporate sponsor tonight, Adventure Power Products. To Scott's outside, the number 20 in the Penner Performance, Penner Paint and Body number 20, it's Kevin Penner. And on the back, a rookie in the Superstock division, sponsored by St. Vital Electric. The driver is Devin Gordon. That is your Race of Champions main event lineup for the Superstocks, brought to you tonight by Adventure Power Products. All right, the official pace truck of Red River Co-op Speedway is the Dodge, the quad cab with the Hemi. And once again, you can test drive that at the Prairie Region's #1 Dodge dealer, Winnipeg Dodge at Point West Auto Park, 6 days a week. We're going to draw the 50-50 prize at the end of this race. $975 going to the winner. $975. All right. Pace truck is pulling in this time. All right, pace truck heads in. We are ready to go racing for Adventure Power Products. BIL Security is Manitoba's leading security provider. They protect your investments with the latest in HD camera technology and professional remote video monitoring at a fraction of the price of an on-site guard. For more information, visit bilsecurity.com. Here we go. We're racing Superstocks. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a mess on the front straightaway. Oh, boy. 5 or 6 cars out of our 10-car field involved in that melee on the front straightaway. Wow. What the heck? Tabitha Waslick in the 4-car involved. We started this race with 10 cars just over a half minute ago. And we got 7 right now. But don't forget the Winnipeg Sun's Tom Bradbeck speaks in fearless, feisty, and fun terms. He's not afraid to call it the way he sees it. Read what's on Tom's Wine today. Pick up your copy of the Winnipeg Sun, proud sponsor of Red River Co-op Speedway. And for all your residential and commercial paving needs, call Winnipeg's premier paving contractor, Superior Asphalt, the company with the edge on the competition. While we wait to get the lineup sorted out here, we'll remind you that you race fans, if you want to know what today is, it's the day that Bob plays a wider variety of the music you want to hear, more than anyone else. That's right, today is today, because every day is the day you'll hear the widest variety of the 80s, 90s, and whatever on 99 Bob FM.
Did you write that one?
No, I didn't write it, and I barely read it.
That sounded complicated.
Well, it probably sounded worse than I made it worse than it had to be, but...
So what's up for the weekend for you? Grand Forks, River City Speedway?
River City Speedway tomorrow night. Late models, sprint cars, B-mods, street stocks.
Right.
And then, I'm not sure,
Talk about that show the last Friday, the World of Outlaws show. Donnie Schatz
boy.
winning the late models and the sprint car feature. And I thought Cody Darrow was going to get him at the end there, but ran out of laps. But I'll tell you, I was pretty impressed with Schatz overall. I mean, I'm not a big Schatz fan, but I'll tell you this, that guy winning lates and sprint cars, that's pretty impressive.
Although, yes, it was very, very impressive. And I had an interesting conversation with Donnie Schatz in the pits at Devil's Lake on Saturday. But, Paul Veert's out of the pits and he's wanting his spot back. Let's see, are we going green this time? No. But he won the World of Outlaws main event in the sprint cars, 40-lapper on Friday night. Then went out and won the 25-lap late model main event. Went to Devil's Lake on Saturday night with the late model only. And wound up causing 2 yellows and see you later. So not even Donnie Schatz is infallible.
Well, you know I like my sprint cars, but I think that World of Outlaws show in Grand Forks, two Fridays ago, 2 weeks ago, I think that late model feature was almost better than the sprint car feature with Joey Peterson battling with shots like that. Pretty cool.
I'll tell you, that place, it's got a whole lot to do with the size of that racetrack. I mean,
Absolutely.
They call it the Bull Ring, and boy, not without good reason. We're going green for Adventure Power Products. And Paul Veert goes around in turn number 3 and 4 in the 88 car. The yellow flag is out. Paul Veert down at the bottom of 3 and 4. I didn't see if he had any help or not, but we'll find out from our competition director here. Don't forget, at the conclusion of tonight's program, pardon me, you're welcome to visit the pit area and meet and greet the drivers. A lot of them with t-shirts for sale and candy to give away, tattoos, and handout cards. All kinds of fun can be had in the pit area after the races. So, did we get a lap in there, girls? We did not. We're going back to 15, huh? Well, we're down to 10 minutes.
5 minutes in already and 0 laps complete.
Yes.
Little bit.
Yeah.
I've never heard you say that before.
You don't listen close enough. That's usually because I'm muttering. You don't hear that.
Right.
You hear me mumbling under my breath. So,
Amsoil Race to Champions for
Yeah.
Adventure Power Products.
we started with 10 cars. We're down to 7.
Well, you'll want to check out Adventure Power Products' new boat and pontoon line. They will get you and your family on the water for less.
All right, Mike Martin is the pole sitter. He and Rod Fiddler bring him to the green again in turn 4. Let's see if they can do it this time. Mike Martin, the leader, but Rod Fiddler all over his back bumper as they come out of turn 4. And now we have the 44 car spun down there in turn number 4. But he looks to be behind the tractor tire. Well, he's waiting for yellow, but I think he might wait a long time this time. Mike Martin and the cars come by on the front straightaway. Mike Martin doing a nice job with a couple 3 car lengths lead over the 5 of Rod Fiddler and the Thirsty Lion number 5. Kevin Penner in the 20 car within striking distance. At 4th and 5th place, a good race between Scott Brown and Paul Beard in the 15 and 88 respectively. Mike Martin slowly pulling away from Rod Fiddler and the rest of the field. Inching away. Not running away, but slowly puts in distance between he and the second place 5 of Rod Fiddler. Scott Brown has moved the yellow 15 up to the challenge for the 3rd spot with Kevin Penner. What a great race as they come out of turn 4. Scott Brown just appeared to drive by him in the bottom of turn number 4, and Scott Brown was on the high side in turns 1 and 2, but he's at the bottom in turns 3 and 4 and making up some ground down there. Scott Brown in the 15 working the high side of the racetrack in turn 1 and 2 and the low side in 3 and 4, and we got a yellow flag. '44 car, St. Cattell Electric sponsored number 44. Devin Gordon brings out the yellow. That is his first one of this event. You're allowed to cause 2. You're allowed to cut. It's like sitting beside my wife, Travis. The push truck goes over to rescue Devin Gordon. His grandfather raced out here, Keith Gordon. And his dad, Rob Gordon, of course, has raced out here for years, off and on. And I believe is racing again in the modified division, I think. Or B-mods, maybe. Well, we have 10 laps left to go and 5 minutes to do it in. Cone comes out, no more Delaware double file. We're going single file. Oh, we want to talk about it. I'd like to be down there with this microphone right now. I'd just like to hear what they stopped to talk about. So Mike Martin in the Reimer overhead door, Niagara Pizza and Steinbach, Scary Larry Signs and Graphics, Steinbach Towing, Martin's Diesel Service, Leadingham GM, One Insurance number 55 is your leader. So we should be good to go. The cone is on the front straightaway. Our head
This video production is sponsored in part by JB Transmission. Specializing in foreign and domestic repairs, trust JB for all your performance needs. Check us out at www.jbtransmission.com or visit us at...
Scott Brown again goes to the high side in turns 1 and 2 and gets up alongside Rod Fiddler as they come down the back straightaway into turn 3. Scott Brown is sponsored by Adventure Power Products. You know he'd like to win this one. Way up high in turns 1 and 2. It looked like it may have been an advantage prior, but he sure gets a heck of a run coming off of turn 2. Wow. A little bit higher up in 3 and 4. Now looking inside the 5 car once again. Rod Fiddler slides up a little bit coming off of 2, and Scott Brown gets right up alongside as they head into turn number 3. Scott Brown on the bottom, Rod Fiddler on the high side. Brown with the advantage in the Dodge-powered 15. He is now your second place car. Fiddler goes right back after him to the bottom of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2, and he is back to second spot, but Scott Brown battles back. And he grabs the second spot heading into turn 3. What a race side by side as they come through turn 4. Scott Brown ducks to the inside. What a race for second place. And we got a car off the end of the racetrack in turn number 4. What a race going on over there for second, third, and fourth. And the yellow flag comes out. How many yellow flags has that 44 car got now, Travis? 3. 2. And if you get 2, if that's his yellow, I'm not sure it is. We'll see who gets charged with that yellow. But there goes, look at the police, the old police tow truck over there, a half a day late. Cone is back out on the front straightaway. No more Delaware start. We're going nose to tail once again. What a great race going on there between the 15 and the 5. Wow. Mike Martin not getting to watch it, although I'm sure he doesn't care to. He'd sooner be where he is. But what a good race for the rest of us to watch up here. The 15 and the 5. Ooh, Scott Brown right side looking a little worse for wear on the quarter panel there. So who's second? Oh, I should have known. Thank you. The 55 is up front. The 5 of Fiddler is second. The 15 of Scott Brown is third. Kevin Penner is fourth in the 20. Boy, oh boy. 6 laps to go. I wouldn't bet more than a quarter on any one of those front cars. Anybody can do it tonight. One more time. We'll go around once more. Superior Asphalt, Thirsty Lion, sponsors on the number 5. Boy, what Rod Fiddler doing a nice job in the car number 5, but that Dodge, the yellow Dodge of Scott Brown, sponsored by Adventure Power Products, boy, he looks like he could be the guy to take this one.
Well, you know, Pat, looking over the Superstock points for 2013, Paul Veart is your leader. Get this, Mike Martin is only 1 point back. Mike Martin's on the point. Paul Veart's at the back.
Green flag, we're back to green for Adventure Power Products. Rod Fiddler knows that Scott Brown is in hot pursuit, so he needs to put the heat on the leader. Mike Martin, uh-oh, here they are again, side by side. Scott Brown comes across the...
Yellow flag is out. The clock's at 0.
I guess.
Whoa, pity, pity.
Pity, pity, that was...
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know whose yellow that's going to be. It's going to be interesting.
We're going to find out here in a minute.
I know we are.
See, that's why I say you and I got the best job in the place. I mean, we work for peanuts, sure, but Dale McEwen, our race director, and or Rob Como need to make the call on that one. Not you and not me.
No, I know. That's a tough job.
Travis, how would it go?
But they get paid big money, so.
Well, they do. That's true. And so they should for the job they've got. Uh-oh. Rod Fiddler's coming to say hello to Rob.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Oh, boy. Scott Brown, oh, boy. We got 2 to go yet. This is going to be a dandy.
Well, the clock is at 0, so the Pepsi board, as you can see, has gone from 5 laps to 2 laps. So a green-white checkered situation.
Uh-oh. Scott Brown looks like he's being charged with that yellow.
Well, you're right. You're right.
I know. What, you let me in on a secret? I'm right?
That's what I was thinking, but we can't say it until it's
So
official.
we are right.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I don't know about that. I'm just... Okay, 2 to go. Mike Martin on the point. Here we go. Mike Martin continues to lead. Rod Fiddler in the 5. Trying to close the gap as the white flag flies. But Mike Martin's 55 and the 15 of Scott Brown look to be the fastest cars on the racetrack tonight. And Rod Fiddler, should things stay as they are, will finish in the 2nd spot in a good race. And an action-packed finish, that's for sure. Mike Martin grabs the checkered flag. Second goes to Rod Fiddler. 3rd to Kevin Penner in the 24th to the 88 of Veert. And rounding out the top 5, Scott Brown in the Adventure Power Products, number 15.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's excellent. I like that.
Well,
Fiddler just turns out of the way. Go ahead. You can beat me to the scale.
yeah, the race. Yeah, that's true. The race is not to the scale, but you know, I mean, it's hard from the driver's seat. Don't forget, those guys can't see backwards. They can barely see out of the car sideways. Never mind backwards. So Scott Brown may well have thought he had him cleared, and Rod probably thought he turned into him. And I'm going to tell you, I've listened to a lot of drivers' arguments and different stories from different sides, and more often than not, if you sit at one end of this place compared to the other, you're liable to have a different opinion. So anything's possible, and the driver's seat is the hottest seat. Lots of competitive juices flowing down in the driver's seat. Well, we'll get Darren down front for a quick post-race interview, and we're going to draw for the 50-50 prize. Andy, have some trivia coming up. Mike Martin doing a nice job in the 55. Darren, go ahead.
Thanks very much. I'm down here with Jen, and we've got some trivia questions. Prizing provided tonight by Imagine Mental Health, Kawasaki Adventure Power Products, Old Dutch, and Piston Ring. Here is the question, Jen. In addition to producing currency for all of Canada, how many other countries does the Royal Canadian Mint produce coins for? Is it 25, 55, or 75 other countries?
I'm going to say 75.
There you go, Jen. You've just won a prize pack courtesy of Tourism Winnipeg. How about it for Jen, ladies and gentlemen? All right, Mike Martin in the super stock coming out of the car now. We're going to get him to do the 50-50 draw, but we'll do a quick interview. Mike Martin was off to a slow start in the 2013 season. You're only 1 point out of first place. Now you are leading the points. Man, what a turnaround.
Are we keeping track of that stuff?
Well, we are in the program anyway.
Yeah, we all are. We all look at that. But a guy can't look at that too much. We just keep doing what we're doing and see how it turns out.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
All the people on the car, they all help out. Lettingham, GM, King, One Insurance, Amsoil Racing, and Martin Diesel, DeValley Truck Sales, and Ron over at Doors. And I'd also like to say my number one fan, Gerald Hebert's turning 30 today, so happy birthday to him.
All right, congratulations. Mike Martin is your winner. All right, $975 in the 50-50 draw. Mike's going to draw it, and he's going to read the number. Here we go. You got 1 or 2 there? Okay, let's... Yeah, do it again. Sure.
Oh, that was mine.
Here we go.
Got one. 111675.
111675. You've just won $975. Come down onto the stage to collect your prize. How about it one more time for Mike?